Alright, so I'm going to be trying to get the new Burst SMG, and we'll see how it fares. There's 3 different rarities for it. There's the white one, the green one, and the blue one. So it replaced the silenced SMG, so I don't know how good it's going to be. The silenced SMG was a beast, so I'm probably going to splice together some gameplay. If and when I find it, that's what I'll try to use solely. Just the Burst SMG, just to see how it feels. So here it is right here. This is the green one. Let's check how much damage it does in just a second. Someone's about to get a rude awakening here. Alright, well, yikes. Wouldn't let me reload there for a second. So, I don't know how good it was there. That was hard to tell. So this one does 24 damage. And that dude just lit me up. And I didn't... Oh, he had a blue one. So, let's see how much the blue one does. 25 damage, so 1 more damage. Hold on, let's just compare the two a minute. So 25 versus 24. Fire rate's the same, magazine's the same, reload's slightly faster. Interesting. What is that noise? Oh look, he's stuck. Hey brother, ship it. Ha! Poor little guy. I wonder if you can pickaxe him. Oh, mamma mia, look at that. Thanks, brother. Alright, the first thing to note is, can you just hold the fire button and have it burst automatically? So let's see. Yes, yes you can. So in some... Oh, I thought something was building up on me. In some games, you literally, if you hold the trigger, it won't do it. You have to tap fire, burst it. But it doesn't appear to be the case in this game. So that's good. So you can just simply hold the trigger. And it's pretty common at this point, so you'll see a lot of them. Because when new weapons come out, they increase the drop rate. Let's see how it fares here. It's got some nasty recoil. Let's see what's going on here. I mean, that recoil is tough. Oh wow, this guy's gonna finish me off now. Alright, I got the burst right off the bat this game. See if I can get a few kills with it. So far I've determined the recoil is a bit much. It's actually quite painful for medium, even medium distances is what I'm trying to say. And that's not good. Because the silenced SMG could dominate from medium distances. There's a brother right there. And it doesn't have first shot accuracy. Oh man, look, it just kicks. Okay. I'm gonna chase that guy. Does he have a weapon? I can't tell. Oh, he doesn't. Hey, brother. Let's see how it does in close quarters. Whoa. Okay, so it's a 4 burst. So obviously, in close quarters, it could do over 100 damage. That is pretty impressive. So in close quarters, it could potentially melt someone insanely fast. Is that a slurp juice up here? Right in their face. That's one. Can we get this guy? Okay, yeah, close quarters. I mean, I have no way to tell how much health that guy had. We got another guy in here, let's see. Oh, it's got such a slow rate of fire, though, I think. I mean, I was holding the trigger there, and it was like it wasn't even doing anything. And this is the blue one. I feel like I should be getting more bang for my buck here. That guy had the gray one. I don't know if it would be a great follow-up weapon. Like, the silenced SMG was great. You could pop a shotgun and then swap to the silence and melt the crap out of them because it had huge damage per second. Whereas this guy, let's see. I didn't actually look what the DPS was. Well, okay, that was a lot of damage per second for that guy, but 187.5. So that's about on par with the Scar here. I want to see what the drum gun's DPS is nowadays. Holy crap, I have 3 launch pads? Are you kidding me? So far, I think all my kills have been with the SMG, but still, I'm not impressed. So far, I am not impressed with this. It's very hard to use at range. Close quarters, it's a bit too slow. Let's try it out a little bit more. And this is the best version you can get. There's no purple or gold. Uh-oh. Someone's building up on me. Whoa! Oh, wow. Okay, well, I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty impressive. You hit all your shots, I guess. Wow. Here we go. We got the gray one. The double gray ones. I don't think I've ever tried the gray one. No, I don't even want that. Let's see how it fares. Streamer, by the way. We may as well just run 3 of them. This is how plentiful it's become. Hello, brother. There's some damage per second for you. That guy didn't know what hit him. Oh, here's a green one. Let's see if we can go bop this guy. See how the green one fares. He's not even looking. It does... What does that do? 24 damage. We'll let him get this first. He's completely oblivious. Hey, brother. My brother. Okay, so the time to kill. Let's compare it to the green drum gun. Oh, we got another. Okay, headshots are pretty potent. Now see, the problem is I missed quite a bit of the shots there. Like when it's a 4-round burst, so if you don't hit some of your 4 rounds, then it's not going to be that strong. Well, we're going to take a quick comparison here. Let's take a look at how it compares to the drum gun. So 24 damage versus 22. Fire rate is slower on the green one, 7.5 to 9. Magazine is literally less than half of the drum gun. Reload time is a bit quicker. But look at the damage per second. Why would anyone want to carry a burst SMG that does less damage per second? 198 DPS with a massive fire rate compared to a 4-round burst. We got company right behind this wall. Will he expect the bush? Oh, he's cowering. Oh, he's a crazy builder. Look at the recoil, though. The recoil is just crazy. So I had to bop that guy because I couldn't compete with the minigun. All right, now if we look at the blue drum gun, 23 damage, 9 fire rate, 50 magazine, 3-second reload. And the DPS is 207. Yikes. I think the blue burst was 198, if I remember, 197, somewhere around there. Let's see if we can hit him with the burst. Yeah, see how fast you can kill in close quarters, though? Oh, he did have the blue one. Nice. So versus the blue drum gun, oh, it was 187. So again, why would anyone take the blue burst over the blue drum gun? Double the magazine, faster fire rate, almost the same damage. I don't know. He's right below us. Watch this. Hey, brother. And that's how fast it can kill. So what are my thoughts on this burst SMG? Well, I think it's not that great. Unfortunately, the silenced SMG was better pretty much in every regard. The only shining point of the burst SMG is if you're in extremely close quarters combat, because it does shoot 4 bullets in a row for, what, how much did I say this one did? 25 damage. So obviously if you hit all 4 of your bullets, that's 100 damage. That's a lot of damage per second, even though the DPS of this weapon doesn't really reflect that, because you have to be in extremely close quarters combat for that to even present itself as an opportunity for you. Now, unfortunately, as you've probably seen with some of my clips, the recoil is pretty drastic, especially at medium range, which is where the silenced SMG would shine. So if someone's not right next to you and they're medium to long ranges from you, it's going to be real hard to connect with any of your bullets, let alone all 4 of them. And that is quite unfortunate, because, I mean, why would you want to use an SMG in extreme close quarters combat like that when you have a shotgun? And then you have to think about the drum gun. The drum gun pretty much trumps this new SMG in every regard. The new SMG does slightly more damage, but because of its increased fire rate compared to the burst SMG, the drum gun has a higher damage per second. And again, each time you pull the trigger on the burst SMG, you want to hope that you hit all 4 of your bullets. But if you don't, then your damage per second drops even more, which is quite unfortunate. There's some damage per second for you in action. It's pretty decent at close quarters. But again, I think the drum gun or a combat shotgun would do much better in those purposes. But I don't know. Let's take a look at the stats compared to the green burst. So I think I showed this before, but let's just, in my final thoughts here, let's just go over it. So the DPS of the drum gun is 198. That's even more than the blue burst SMG. So why? Why would anyone want to run a weapon that relies on you hitting all 4 of your shots, which at any point you could miss even one of those bullets out of the 4-round burst? And then the drum gun has a magazine size double, literally double, of the burst SMG. The only thing that's better about the burst is the reload time. It's significantly shorter than the drum gun. But the DPS, the fire rate, the magazine size, the drum gun wins hands down. Now the damage is slightly better with the burst, and potentially if you're in extremely close quarters combat and you pull that trigger once and hit all 4 bullets, you're going to be doing near 100 damage per pull of the trigger. But again, you have to hit all 4 bullets in order for it to register. Whereas with the drum gun, you have that double magazine size, so you can just spray and pray, and you're doing almost the same amount of damage, but with a higher DPS. And once again, the recoil on the burst SMG at medium ranges is super cooper high. I'm going to try to showcase it right here. See how it jerks up? You almost have to aim low just to try and have a chance here. Let's see if I can show it off here. And there's no first shot accuracy. Is there with the drum gun? Let me see. I'm trying to... No, the drum gun... Okay, the drum gun doesn't have it either. Come into my trap. Oh, he's getting shot from behind now. Okay, let me see if I can show you the close quarters. Oh, jeez. Hot feet, hot feet. Let me see if I can show you the close quarters combat, where it can excel pretty great. Oh, here's some recoil options. See that? Look at that. I'm hitting like 2 bullets a shot. That recoil is horrendous. We're going to try again. Yeah, but if you hit it in close quarters like that, you should be good to go. But again, there's better suited weapons for such circumstances like that. So I don't know. I mean, it's iffy if I would ever run this in a real match. And I say, you know, real match. Like, I'm not trying to win this one. I'm just testing out the capabilities of this burst SMG. But I feel like the combat shotgun is better. I feel like the drum gun is better. The silenced SMG was a whole lot better. But I guess if it's all you can get, then you may as well use it. But other than that, it's pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. The fact that it depends on you hitting all 4 of your bullets per pull of the trigger is just too much risk. Oh, I didn't realize there was a 50 pot there. Because if your aim is not the greatest, you're going to suffer exponentially if you miss any of those bullets, which is unfortunate. So let me know in the comments, what do you guys think of the new burst SMG? Would you ever pick it up and run it over, say, a drum gun? What about if you had a choice between a combat shotgun and a burst SMG? Which would you use? Knowing that in extreme close quarters combat, if you can hit all 4 of your bullets, you're potentially doing 100 damage or close to it with every pull of the trigger. It's a tough call, but I'm not a big fan of this new burst SMG. It can seem like a miraculous weapon when you're right next to someone, but again, at the same time, there's probably better suited weapons when you're in such circumstances. But I'm curious, let me know in the comments, what do you think? Will you ever run this, or are you on the team drum gun? I'm having fun testing it out, but the medium to long range combat, I know you shouldn't use an SMG in those circumstances, but it's just dreadful. The recoil will just bounce straight up vertically, and you're lucky to hit 1 out of your 4 bullets per pull of the trigger. And that's not much damage per second at all. So we're gonna try to sneak up on this guy real quick. Oh, no, he said, see you later, brother. Where did he go? There he is. Oh, they're chasing each other, so I'm gonna be the third party here. Now we got 4 guys over here. Let's see if my extreme close quarters burst machine can do anything here. Hey, brother. Climb. I was literally on top of him and I missed every shot. Okay. Let's just reposition here. Hey, brother. Oh no, I forgot to reload. I bibbity bopped this guy in the butt. Alright, here we go. We're gonna get a chance to use it here. I think he's gonna come down on me. Come on in. Second.